Good day to everyone. It's always a moment of happiness and pleasure when students do well or our children do well. Today with us we have Diya, who scored 670 in the NEET exam. Join us in this interview where we take you through her journey of doing well in a highly competitive exam called the NEET. So, Diya, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. It's been an exceptional results, and I'm sure it has been an exceptional journey to you.
Yes.
Can you please describe your journey to your viewers?
Yeah. So in my 11th, I came to Mangalore, and although till 10th, I was in Bangalore. So when I came here, I asked around which college I need to join, and I had already decided that I wanted to go into the medical profession. So many people recommended CFAL, and when I joined CFAL, I was just an average student. I used to score single-digit marks, or I used to score even in the negatives, and that's where I started out. And whenever I used to get very less marks, I used to reach out to the professors, and they used to give me guidance, advice, and I followed those the advices they gave, and eventually the marks improved. So at the end of first PUC, there was some improvement, but I needed more improvement too. I wasn't at this level. I was actually far more below than this level. I was scoring way less marks than how much I got in the final. So I remember that my first full syllabus mock test, I got 360s, and I was in 400s for quite a long time. And then I felt that it wasn't gonna get any better, but eventually I started to work on my weak points, and eventually started to get better. It's not like a rapid improvement. So from 400s I went to 500s, and then I actually crossed the 600 marks I think 1 month before NEET, and then I scored 650, and then at the end I was at 670s. So I think the where I am today, I contribute my success to CFAL, its faculty, and the environment was it was full of healthy competition. So if anybody got more than me, I used to be I want to beat that guy, and I used to work really hard on it. So I wanted to beat the competition as well, but more than that, I wanted to beat my old score. So this persistence has definitely helped me in the long run. So at the end, I don't regret at all joining CFAL. It's actually the best decision that I've made in my life. So thank you so much for.
That's the best decision you've taken so far.
Yeah.
And I hope you take much more good decisions going ahead as well. So, Diya, I'm sure in scoring, getting to 670, you must have gone through a lot of pain points.
Yeah.
Can you just summarize or tell us about the key pain points that you experienced on your journey?
Yeah, so the most important pain point that I faced was in December when the NEET dates were announced. So I remember, having an emotional breakdown because I felt I wasn't ready, and the previous day I think I had got 450 or something. So my parents, they were really important during this time. So they got to know I was crying because of the anxiety, and I wasn't feeling that prepared. So they told me that imagine every day is a NEET day. Take as many tests as possible, and assume that it's the actual NEET test. So from December onwards, I started taking a lot of mock tests, and each test I thought was the actual NEET. So eventually I improved from 450 on that day to 500s, and from 500s to 600s, and then to 650, and then finally to 670. But that is, if I hadn't had an emotional breakdown on that day, I don't think that I would realize how like I don't think that I would take that many like tests and get to the point where I am today. So yeah, like I think I would have like become really nervous on that day. So yeah, I think that's the most like that's the key point in my journey where that changed things for me. So yeah.
So Diya, we see that you have a very supportive family.
Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
We look at the contribution the teachers do,
Yeah.
the institute does, but we
Yes.
sometimes forget to acknowledge the contributions the parents have done.
Yeah.
So in a few words, what's the role that your parents have played in your success?
Yeah, so like whenever I used to get a low score, they used to always motivate me, and they didn't like criticize me. Instead, they used to push me, give that push that I needed a lot, and they have made a lot of sacrifices. In fact, my dad he works in Bangalore, so he used to go up and down from Bangalore to Mangalore. And my mom, she used to, she has made a lot of sacrifices for me too. So, every day, she used to bring lunch from home to here, and it used to be literally every day. And and she used to, wake up every morning like really early, and yeah, they were my pillars, my supporting pillars throughout the journey. They provided me this emotional support, and I don't I can't thank them in words. So yeah, I think I owe a huge part of my success to my parents. So yeah,
You're fortunate to have good parents.
definitely. Yeah.
So Diya, so there are a lot of young students listening to you, you know,
Yes.
and there are a lot of your juniors would look up to you and says, what's when it comes to persistence, when it comes to dedication,
Yeah.
it's so easy to give up,
Yes.
right? It's not possible. Right?
Yeah.
What is your message to them?
You may feel that there are times when you feel like giving up, and these are the moments that really test you. And instead of taking those in a negative way, I think we should take it in a positive way to see where your weak chapters are. Because if you take a person who scores high scores every time, in the final exam he's gonna feel very overconfident, and he's gonna mess it up. So I think you definitely need a lot of downs and ups as well to keep you going. But if you score very low, then you know where you're actually going wrong, and you don't make that mistake in the final exam. So if you it's ruling out mistakes you can make on the final exam. So yeah, I think you should take it in a positive way and improve on it rather than being demotivated by it and feeling sad about it. So yeah.
We at CFL say that the success of a student depends on three points. One is the student, of course, the teacher, and finally the parent. It's without a supportive parent, it's very rare for us to see success in students. Here we have Diya's dad, Mr. Lakshman here, and Lakshman has taken, like she said, important decisions of joining CFL. He has surely taken much more important decisions of relocating his daughter from Bangalore to Mangalore. So, Mr. Lakshman, as a father, it's difficult to balance workload, family, your time for your children. How have you managed to do that well?
So I think most of the credit goes to Diya. We just created a right environment for her to study. To highlight what was her journey, I think it's a mixture of good planning, good execution, good strategy, and a risk-taking appetite, I would say. If you're talking about strategy, I think the focus was entirely on NEET, but not on other competitive exams, right? That is one thing. And the second thing is, like she rightly said, there are ups and downs.
Yeah.
So we kind of supported her and gave her some ideas on how to feel comfortable with the exam, how to enjoy the
Process.
enjoy the process rather than taking it as a stress, right? I think that helped a lot. And of course, I would like to say that we were in the right city. Uh, it's a very stress-free environment, I would say. In Bangalore, a lot of time you spend on commute,
Yes,
right? We were located very close to this place.
Yes.
It's a very stress-free environment in CFL with a lot of support from the teachers. I would like to name few,
Sure.
The principal sir, Vinit sir,
Yeah.
right, and Amit Kini sir, then
Yes.
MPN sir, and AK sir, VK sir, right? They had a huge role to play in our success. So to summarize, I think it was not that difficult to manage, her journey. All thanks to her, the teachers at CFL,
Yes.
and the city, of course, right? Yeah.
It's wonderful to hear, right? Mangalore is known for education,
Yeah.
but it's nice to hear that
Yeah.
children are finding it a good place to study.
Yeah.
To you again, another
Yeah.
question is, I'm a parent too, and as parents, we want to give the good education. We want to give them a good place to study. But sometimes we underestimate the value of emotional support.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when you made it a NEET day and you made it a celebration of having a NEET day, it was
Yeah.
showing an emotional support. Would you tell the parents who are listening to this, or the students who are listening to this, sometimes they don't go to their parents for emotional support?
Yeah.
How important is emotional support, on the value of emotional support to children?
Very important, like you rightly said. The day she expressed her nervousness and the anxiety, of the fast approaching NEET, right? That was the most important day, I would say, in her journey. So I have a piece of advice for all students. Please do express your emotion. Don't keep it inside. Okay, that is the most important thing. Secondly, I would like every parent to check with the sons and daughters on what is that they are feeling about at that point of time on the preparation.
Yes.
Right? And make course correction on the way. They really need that, right? And don't think of or don't expect instant results. It will take time.
It will take time.
Like she rightly said, she started with negative marks, and she stayed in a particular score for a long time. That is when she strengthened her foundation again, thanks to CFL and all the teachers, right? So give them the time to pick up, ramp up, and once they reach a certain level, I think that itself will keep them motivated to do better. Like she's rightly said again, she was looking at beating her own score.
Yes.
Right?
That's the best you can do.
Yeah. So give them all the support, keep a constant check on where they are, make course correction on the way. I think that's the advice I have for all the parents.
Thank you. My final question to you.
Yeah.
I'm sure we are celebrated.
Yeah.
How, as a accomplishment of the children, are sometimes great accomplishments to parents as well.
Yeah.
How did you and Nandini celebrate?
Yeah. So the first thing that we did is we thanked our grandparents, who wanted her to be a doctor, right? And then we have doctors in our family. My brother and sister-in-law both are doctors. We thank them for all the advice. Okay, and we had our favorite food that day. The ideal ice cream and the tawa fish from the favorite restaurant nearby, right? And of course, it was a very joyous moment for all of us when her photos came on paper, and we kind of put that on our status. And yeah.
So we have Diya's mom with her, Nandana.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, it's my pleasure.
And I'm sure you've taken a lot of pain to leave your husband back in Bangalore and come to Mangalore, cook for your daughter every day. Sometimes it looks like, a chore every day,
Yeah.
right? But these chores have been so important for your daughters, and she values it so much.
Yes.
To the mothers who are listening to you, what was your most difficult time?
Yeah.
And what is your most painful times where you've been behind when your daughter has gone to school, your husband is in Bangalore, and you felt, is it worth it?
Yeah.
Can you tell us about those times and how you got through it?
Yeah. Actually, I'm very lucky to have Diya as my daughter, because she has been a sweet child since the beginning, and she has been focused. She is calm, composed, and she know what she wants in her life.
Yeah.
So when she told us that she wants to choose medicine, though he was very happy. So back of my mind, I was a bit scared, because I know how competitive the NEET examinations are.
Yes.
Compared to other competitive exams, it's a massive, lot of students who write this exam. I think this year it was around 20.38 lakhs who wrote the exam. So I had this fear in my mind, whether she'll be able to, ace into such kind of examination. And I never showed my fear to her, nor expressed my feelings. But yeah, I did support her decision. And I had told her very clearly that this is going. You have to give up on a lot of things, and you have to work hard, put a lot of efforts, and it's not going to be easy. So initially, you have to make up a strong mind, and then you decide whether you want to take up NEET or whether you want to go towards engineering, because in engineering you have a lot of exams, you have a lot of options.
Yes.
But NEET is only once in a year.
Yes. There is no second attempt.
So there is no second chance, unlike JEE. So you have to make up your mind, be very clear. So she said, "No, mommy, I am very clear that I want to get into medicine."
Yeah.
That's where I decided that I should trust her instincts, I should support her, and as a parent, it's our duty to.
Yes.
We have to support, their interest rather than our interest. So that's how we decided to move to Mangalore, and CFL, I would say it's a right choice. So many of us, they said, why you want to put in CFL? It's not meant for medical. So we said no. She is interested in CFL. I was speaking to Ajay, and so he gave me a lot of inputs while joining, and then I made up my mind that I will put my daughter in CFL. And I think we made a right decision. And there have been times where it was very difficult. As she said, there were a lot of ups and downs, but we kept checking on her.
Yeah.
As parents, I think we should do that.
Yes.
Whenever she was down, I used to tell her that this is not the only option in life.
Yes.
So just don't feel down, don't feel bad, or don't get demotivated by this. In life, we have a lot of other options. So if not this, let's come up with something else. If you don't score well here, there are a lot of other options too. So don't worry about that. Right now, concentrate on your weak points, and we will support you throughout. So don't worry about that. Just forget about rest of the things. What people think, what other children think, what relatives think. Just don't bother about that. We trust you. We trust you, and we know that you can do it. So you have to do it. So don't worry about other things. Just concentrate on your studies and try that, see where you can get better. So don't worry about other things. So we are there for you, whatever happens. Even if you get less marks in NEET, it's okay. World is not going to end there.
So Nandana,
Yeah.
from your words, it's you know
Yeah.
it's very clear. You've given her emotional support.
Yeah,
You've given her, nourished
Yeah.
her well, and I'm sure you've taken
Yeah.
care of her that way.
yeah,
But you've also, more than that, you've trusted her. Both of you have trusted
Yeah.
her
yeah,
immensely.
Yeah.
I know she had a desire,
yeah,
but you've given it all to
Yeah.
fulfill her desire.
yeah,
So congratulations to you.
Yeah, thank
It's
you
an
so
impressive word from you to
Yeah.
you, sir, as well. And Diya, once again, congratulations.
Thank you.
You can celebrate, and I wish you many, many successful times in your life. Thank you. Thank you very much.